to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return. Coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it. Got room to work. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. He's got an open man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Auburn going to work with another first down. Right back to the well. Hits a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stevens. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking for a man. It's Green. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He lets one fly deep. Snags it inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Pulls and fired complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Motion from the back. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes a connection. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alston. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Green. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Extending the play. Escapes trouble. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Wide open spaces. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Stevens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Yeah, and that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense forcing a fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going right and going deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You got to be so careful too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football knowing.
Ernie on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The give out of the gun. Runs through the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense in press coverage. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Razorbacks have it with a sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Sends it back in motion. Maybe a double pass. Under fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark. Auburn lines up quickly. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're within striking distance, but they need the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score. Special teams goes out. They execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They'll run play action. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this fourth down and move the sticks.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. To the air, it's Green. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. A sack. To convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The snap sets up the throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
Powers forward. He is denied, stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The 40. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Under a minute to go, just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite him. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
That is add the insult to injury. Running the football late. Could have taken a knee. Could have ran the clock out. But those stats count. Those stats matter. And this handshake with the coaches might get a little more interesting.
it.